Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Hello Yahweh Hawa, Allahino Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Chakadash, and giving double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Well, peace and salutations to the election. Alright, Shemya Amapa, my name is Amapa, Mayan Gawala Rakab, Machana, in the Great Millstone camp, specifically Plaintables, Ba'ayar, in the city of Philadelphia. Abawa'a, I am Lamadi Ma'ait, covering a wee lesson, alright, or a little lesson. And just give me a wee bit, and I gotta just get this situated. Maybe here in nature, as you can see, near a waterfall. So, how righteous I pray that the audio is fine, because you know, I just wanted to come out, you know, and get, you know, pretty much, you know, different sights and just get a breath of fresh air. Got some labawana, of course, burning as well in the background, and such. And I'm just continuing the spirit where I was at, which, you know, in the spirit. Where I was at, I was reading in the book of Jeremiah, the 50, what's that, the 50, what's that, Jeremiah 51? I was reading Jeremiah 51, which was going into how pretty much this place is through, you know, and it's not going to be healed, all right? And you can clearly see that, you know, the evidence of the decay of this place. Okay, so due to spirit, you know, I'm gonna resume there. I'll just go in the spirit and pick the particular verse where I was at, and we'll just go from there. You know, I'm out here in nature, so I don't have my garment. If I am to, I will do it maybe in another area. Because where this park I'm particularly located is near my, you know, where my living situation is. So, you know, I kind of don't want to give a dead giveaway of what I'm about, you know, just in case certain people were to be lounging about or walking about in the park. All right. So, yeah, this is just a different little format, which you know, I like seeing nature. I like being in it, and you know, even though of course this place is decaying and declining in many different ways, like as you can see, the water is brown. It's from being contaminated by Esau, Edom. All right, but I'm pretty sure, you know, before Esau came and destroyed this place and took many of these different, you know, dwellings from Gad here in North America. Gad is so-called North American Indians. All right, this place was probably a beautiful place to get, you know, cooled down in the summer, or also to draw water from. You know, it's a water that's you know, flowing. Which this is place where I'm particularly at is it's a park called Pennypack and such. And you know, though of course there's that decay, and there's still, you know, the beauty of nature. You know, one beautiful thing, despite the fact that Esau, Edom is you know, has been as a madman destroying this place, there's still, you know, remnants of, and always, you know, the Most High's beauty about, you know, which is wonderful. Okay, so let me just get a moment, and I'm gonna start drafting some precepts real quick, or getting some precepts. Okay, so the first precept, what I'm gonna get, which I was back in, is continuing on or resuming in the book of that was Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. All right, I'm gonna just zoom in, let that water flow out there. All right, So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. All right. And again, at verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Hell for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Okay. In which we're going to go into, hey, this place is, going to suddenly fall. As the scriptures tell you in the book of what? I think Revelation, the 18th chapter, they tell you in Revelation 18, in 10 it says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, and this would be the different nations and such, they're going to actually witness and see, the destruction of this place. Some that have, waxed witch off of the different, merchandising and such. All right, a lot of these different kings and stuff, they're going to witness it. They're going to be watching it, going to be live and televised. It says, alas, that great city, Babylon, which is America, that mighty city, for whenever is thy judgment come. All right, and that's how quick, Yahweh Shai is going to bring this place down. Yahweh Shai got a host of his army, his angels, the UFOs. He come in, of course, in a gigantic, UFO and such. And you have the missiles, man. You had the missiles, which, the missiles, ICBMs, man, how fast they travel, from one end of the earth to the next. And it's going to bring forth a very quick judgment to this place. All right, so let me go back. It says here, back in Jeremiah 51, and it says, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. All right, and as I was going into my previous lesson, the balm would be used as an ointment. If you had a cut or a bruise, you would take an ointment, and that would be used to aid the healing process, to being restored to health. But as it's going to say, this is Jeremiah 51 and verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. And you can clearly see that this place is not healed. Okay. As I was doing in my lesson before, it cut off, or actually I didn't cut off, I cut it off intentionally. You have it that there's a pipe in which the pipe is decayed. All right, the pipe is actually decayed. Like which it's over here. I'm gonna try to pan the camera a wee bit right now and see it. You can see, there's rust and all of that. That's decay, man. That's signs of decay, man. Which y'all Rogers I get to. But it says that she is not healed. All right, it's not them pumping, like they continue to pump money, right? Or quantitative easing, that's what they call it. They pump money into the so-called bouncing back economy. Hey, it's not healed. Okay, we can clearly tell that and see that. We got Satan in the midst screaming, and it's not healed. You can see the various businesses continue to close. The food prices. You can see that the farming. The whole future outlook and the current state of it is not flourishing. In Babylon, the Great America, and even abroad, man, in certain places. Because the Lord bringing forth all these different various events, dreadful events at that. Just bringing is bringing a halt to this place actually, prospering or advancing. Okay, so let's continue on. It says, forsake her or leave her. You know, that's how the spirit we should be in. We shouldn't be in a spirit of mirth, trying to continue to appease ourselves, to be happy in this place. We actually should be hastening to the coming of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son. All right, that's what we're supposed to be in the spirit of. All right, and spiritually being, not invested in this place. Okay. It says, and let us go every one to his own country. All right. All the different nations and stuff. People, here, going into their own nations, as you were reading Isaiah, I believe the 13th chapter. All right. Which a lot of people, are leaving this place, seeing how this place is on its demise and such, and it's not that whole American dream as what they once aspired to have, or keep, or preserve. All right. It says, for a judgment reaches unto the Shemayim, to heaven. All right, and it's lifted up even into the skies. Okay, and that's it. And the Lord, He sees the sins of this place. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua sees it, and this sinful kingdom, as you read in Amos the 9th chapter, the Lord is going to destroy it. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 18. It says in verse 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto the heaven, and the Most High had remembered her iniquities. Right. And the Lord, He hears the cries of His elect, which the Lord's elect, their prayers, they reach unto the heavens and pierce the clouds, as is written in the book of Sirach. And the Lord, he can't ignore them. Okay, and the Lord is very, very angry with the wicked every day, as the scriptures say. And the Lord is going to bring a swift written to this damn place. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup in which she had filled to her double. All right, and that's a judgment to Esau, Edom. Okay, who ruleth is the king of Babylon. He ruled Babylon, the great America in the world. Have that major Esmon. Okay, which goes into the dominant political influence, social influence. Also militarily, this man, has that over this place, over the world. But because of course Esau, Edom, his sins, which this smells so amazing. Because this man has Swaggy, I done named there. Well, lost my train of thought. He done stole the children of Israel. Stole this land. Took it from various tribes, Gad, Raban, Ishkarites, so-called Mexicans. Reuben, so-called Seminole Indians and such. Hey, this man gonna get double. You gotta get that payback. All right. Which go to the next scripture. Which the next scripture is going to be verse 7. All right, Revelation 18:7, which it reads, and I can get precepts on that too. You know, the place, the blood. What's that? Numbers. Talk about how been a while. I don't know if it's Numbers 35, but the different blood that was shed, it can't be cleansed. It got to be recompensed from the blood that which was shed. All right. I'm not sure. Yeah, there it is. Numbers 35 and 33. A lot of these different precepts, we got to continue to go over. The Spirit just kick in. This is Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33. It says, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are." Remember, he took this Bible to himself too. So he gonna get judged. He claimed to be the people of the Most High, claimed to be holy, to be pure. He says he's weak, but isn't he? All right. Well, it says, next verse, or next part of the actual precept. It says, "For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein." All right, and it was crazy how loads of the land, you got different various burial grounds. We literally be walking upon a lot of places that Gad died, and I might be right here where I'm at. I might this land that Gad done, so-called North American Indians probably fought Esau within these different forests, and as it got parked now, but died in trying to defend it. Well, it says that the land cannot be cleansed by the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Okay, so the only way this is going to be cleansed is by the blood of him that shed it. All right, which that's Esau. He took Babylon the Great, America. He came, of course, to the New World, seeking to flourish, seeking, a place of where this man could be rich, man. All right. It continues on. It says, verse 7. It says, "How much has she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give her." Okay. And let's say I'm just going to that word for delicious. All right. So the word for delicious, or live deliciously, is wanton, to live luxurious. Okay. It says to be luxurious. Okay. You can see how he lives this whole life of pleasures. This pleasure in itself, this whole Epicurean lifestyle. Okay, which when you go into luxurious, I'm just going to define it off the dictionary.com real briefly. It says here, luxurious. Just waiting for the definition to come up. The definition goes on to giving or loving luxury, requiring that its choice, which choice goes into what? The best, all right? The best rule and things of that nature, all right? Given to pleasure, especially in the senses, goes into voluptuousness, right? Especially to the senses, and most people are seeking to what? To cleanse what? Are really to appease their various senses. The taste. You got these foodies. Trying to, especially these women, trying to eat. You know, Esau want to eat. You know, you see E in his eating. He's a damn glutton. You know. It says also, are actually going into some of the other senses. You know, the sight. You know, in the sight, what Esau likes things that's visually stimulating. The laws of that is different. You know, things that he lusts after and covet after. It could be the things that you have that's yours, and he wants that. You know, your woman. You know, your house, your land, etc. You know, taste, touch. You know, touch. You know, smell. You know, all those different things. And you know, if I go to the book of, I think Wisdom of Solomon, that'd be. I'm doing this on my we phone the new right now. You got dudes working out in the damn forest doing damn squats and stuff. You know, let me get the preset. Just give me a moment. Try and get this Potter Rock on. This Frankenstein artist, yeah. So this is going to be the Wisdom of Solomon. It's either the second chapter. All right. So it says this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and this is verse 1. It says, for the ungodly, all right, it said, reasoning with themselves, but not all right. Our life is short. And that's just going to show you, like, they reason is not all right. You know, just because, they're putting a scene where everybody, look at them as if they have the top knowledge, which they don't, because they got wickedness. Knowledge of wickedness is not knowledge. People think that they're right. Just look at how they do with these different pharmaceuticals and all of that, and how they duped everybody with that. It says, our life is short and tedious. In the death of man, and in the death of man there is no remedy. Okay? And it says, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. And that statement is stupid in itself. But the ungodly, like you have it where the ungodly, they'll say that there is no God, but we know Yahweh Shai, which is a lesser power under the Most High Yahweh, but he's of course second, obviously, in command, which all power was given to him in heaven and earth. You have it like they don't even believe in that the Lord return. All right, or actually, really, he already did, yeah, because he was resurrected. It's like it, yeah, But in his thinking, he don't believe in that, even though it's a fact in the spirit, and it's a fact, period. All right. It says, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as the smoke and a little spark in the movement of our heart. And this is going to show you how their whole mindset is, this, how they just want to be within the present. For somebody to be thinking about saying how we shall be hereafter as we have never been, that's somebody definitely in that whole spirit of, hey, I need to get as much as I can out of life. And that's how, these Edomites think. And to the point where, like I say, somebody steal from you, and take what you got and want what you got, that's crazy, it says, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and her spirit shall vanish as the soft air, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as a trace of the cloud, and shall be dispersed into the mist that is driven away with the beams of the shamash of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. Just how clouds pass and such. This is how they think about with their lives and stuff. Okay. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away. All right. The shadow was there. You got some, casting out from some light. And hey, out of nowhere, things can change, and that shadow may be there. No more. And that's how they look at their lives and such. So that's why you see like so many people, especially like I said, speaking really of the wicked, the ungodly. You saw Edom, was in that whole Epicurean spirit, and it wants to, like I say, he want to live, like I say, life to its fullest. Okay, let's see, 1 second. All right, continue forward, and it says, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. And that even shows you how the ungodly, these damn devils, most of them, they don't believe in a reincarnation. All right, like coming back. They just think this is just, oh, you only have one life. All right. So it says here, come. This is verse 6, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Okay, and that's who they are. They don't care about, what the consequence is. They just care about being present in that moment. What feels good? What's stimulating your senses? My touching, smell is being stimulated to the point where I just feel great, them dopamine highs and different feel good hormones being distributed. Hey, that's all this man cares about. Okay, and it doesn't care about the morals and ethics of his actions. This dude don't care about if it's right or wrong, or if it's proper or suitable behavior in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Instead, the man, continues to be as he is, a murderer, and not never abode in the truth, or a liar, a thief. All right, so it says, come on, therefore, and let us enjoy the good things that are present. All right, the voluptuousness, right? And let us speedily use the creatures or the creation like as in youth. Okay? Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments. And let no flower of the spring pass by us, man. So like again, look, living a life for the fullest, man. Costly wine, ointments, perfume. These are things that give merriment. Merriment. Like as the scriptures say, they tell you that that oil going to it, or perfume, rejoices the heart. This is Proverbs said it's 27 and 9, which it reads. It says, ointment and perfume rejoice the heart. It makes it glad. That's what the spirit, what he is trying to get into. These things is trying to bring glee and mirth to this man. All right. This is his heaven right now. That he got this time right now to rule. Okay, so he's gonna do all he can. To what? To continue to enjoy himself. It says, so that the sweetness of a man's friend by the hearty counsel or advising. Okay, so going back now, this is I'm seeing these people walk in circles out here. It's a lot. They're walking back and forth on their workouts and stuff. You know, which, hey, like a lot of times with us, we'll sacrifice, you know, training or whatever, you know, working out just to, you know, just to do spiritual things. You know, I know physical exercise profit little, but, you know, say for me, for the day, you know, I came out to actually, you know, enjoy nature and do things that works of the Most High. You know, Yahweh Hashem Shai, which I'm doing the new, you know, which is beautiful because, hey, you know, I know that a lot of they lambs out there, you know, a lot of you listeners, but the hopeful elect gotta eat. Y'all gotta eat this word, you know, and devour it. Okay, get fed. You know, so it says now, this is back to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and 8. It says, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. It says, let none of us go without his part in our voluptuousness. Okay, all of that luxury and feeding your pleasures. Okay, they want part of that. They want a portion in all of that. You know, yeah, hey, all of the events. Okay, this summer, like I say, most of the people out here are trying to do the most and maximize what, you know, they do. Because what, you know, during the pestilence outbreak and the pandemic, loads of that was placed on halt. You know, you had the whole entertainment industry, service and hospitality, all of these things were placed on halt. All right, so, you know, hey, you know, they had that whole concept. Hey, man, we gotta have our part. You know, our part in the voluptuousness. All right, again, feeding them senses. You know, feeding them senses. You know, and pleasure, man. Like I said, and that's the whole Epicurean lifestyle and such. You got Shaitan over there making noise. You know, Shaquat, like that. Shaitan, now, which is quiet, Satan. All right, so going on now it says, let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion and our lot, our destiny is this. Okay, yeah, so that's how he thinks, like this is it, you know. So when you know, we looking at these defeated Edomites, you know, like you say, like loads of the time when they see us on the highways and hedges, like I seen even within this park here a bit earlier, you know, which let me see, I'm gonna try to brighten this up a bit earlier. There was an Edomite, what appeared to be an Edomite man. The dude was just over there in the corner. He was just sitting there kind of like observing me, and it's just like, he already looked defeated because I seen him with his, like damn near his hands on his ears, you know, kind of like closing them up, and I wasn't even prophesying yet, you know, or just like kind of like when you're gone mental and, you know, you kind of like like holding your hand on your head, size of your heat, that's how he looked, you know, which he just looked destroyed, man. And I think it's that same spirit too, because when I came out here a while ago, a bit ago, because you know, for a bit I haven't been coming outside, so I'm trying to get back to that. I think I seen that same guy, which is this, you know, most likely that same spirit, just looking from a distance, trying to be on this camouflage, looking at me and just observing, and that's just these spirits, you know, because we're a spectacle to men and angels, and et cetera, et cetera. All right, so let's go back to that. So, you know, I will read that again. It says, let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens or signs of our joyfulness in every place. And hey, you see like different monuments put up. You know, you just had a nice little bird fly by. Yeah, hey, you even got people, they put writing on the wall, I was here, leave it as a sign. Somebody might get damn near a keepsake picture, print it, and left somewhere or something. Hey, yeah, we did this and this 2022, we did this, But anyway, the tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this, man. That's crazy, So, let's go back to that revelation. And like I say, I just due to the Spirit, I just want to kind of leave this kind of short. Now it says here. So back again, it says Revelation 18:7. It says, how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. All right, and that's the whole culture of this place of Babylon the Great. All right, ruled by Esau. People living in that whole spirit, deliciousness, which goes into that voluptuousness. So much torment and sorrow give her, man. And if this whole place is, put in all of this voluptuousness and pleasure, hey, the Lord gonna have to destroy the whole thing. Yes, you see, man. The whole Babylon, which that's why Yahweh Shai is gonna have to come back and deliver us, Because when you go back to Wisdom of Solomon, that 2nd chapter, it's ungodly. They end up talking about how our ways are contrary to theirs, So, hey, the Lord gonna have to call us up, which you read that in the earlier chapters. All right, that voice from heaven. All right, so continuing on, it says, for she said in her heart or mind, I sit as a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. All right, and you see how boastful Babylon the Great is. Nobody can touch us. We have the greatest military. We sit at the top of the mountains, the hell, Har, which is hell in the Hebrew, which goes into countries, which go really into the governments and such. Which with his democracy and his whole system set up. With Babylon the Great America, this man think that this thing never gonna be destroyed, but this is the place of, as the scriptures say, of what? The unwalled villages. The Lord gonna come in. The place got a weak defense system, and the Lord gonna touch this place with missiles, which, like the brother Shemaiah Yun, preferably 200 million. Okay, which John heard the number, the missiles. And he put it and recorded in the book, which us, coming back on our reincarnations, us as prophets, we're telling you of the report, reminding you of the report of what the works of the Lord, what Yahweh B'Shem El Shai is gonna do, what he's gonna do. And the Lord is coming, he's gonna thrust us down in much destruction, man. All right. So, let me continue forth. Smelling this incense. This Temple of Solomon incense from sent to the earth. So it says here, that's how proud this place is. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. It says death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judged her. All right, so hey, man, famine, mourning, bad times of complete distress. Hey, that's coming to Babylon the Great. It's already brewing. You got a place where people seeing a scarcity of food already. People are losing their minds already. You see what the Sharat done did to so many people. They got short tempers. Hey man, I see girls look I be driving about at my job. You'll see girls just, they don't care if they cut you off in traffic. They'll look at you with a straight face. You know, after they did, you know, you'll try to get attention, and just like a straight up man without any remorse for what they did. You know, and it could be to the point where the thing could have done made a big accident, but they don't care. You know, because they don't have no regard for life or nothing. They only care about themselves. You know, they got that whole same vibration. You know, same vibration. You know, that Babylon the Great, you know, Esau, Edom, you know, who ruleth it, has and stuff. You know, and that's why this hoe is gonna have to go down. You're gonna have to be destroyed. Okay. Let me see. I might get just a couple different precepts more. Let me see. We'll see. Let's read a little bit more down, possibly. And I'm moving towards the close out, because I wanted to do. I just wanted to do a couple lessons just before you know, sundown and stuff. Because you can see, you know, it's getting darker and stuff. And you know, the freaks come out at night. You know, I want to get back, you know, before the freaks come out. But anyway, we keep going forward. You know, you got a waterfall in the distance too, but it's like very low down there, so when they there, we knew. But let me see. Give me a wee moment again. I like incense in this forest, man. So it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, you know, and they have been in league with this place, man, through, you know, the different philosophies that they done devoured and take punks themselves, and that's why they're mad. That's Jeremiah 51, right? Live deliciously with her, man. Still very, very, very luxurious. Okay, these nations live luxurious. I see Elam be stunting. You know, especially when they in Babylon, they be stunting. They houses, that is. Like, I be seeing Elam decked out. You know, and you look, you wouldn't even know they house all decked out. You know, hey. You know, I'll be in, you know, at work, you know, and, you know, at work, you know, we be seeing all these different neighborhoods and stuff. I be in different neighborhoods and stuff, and all I see is dusty Elam in there, living luxurious, big old house, but still look real dusty and stuff. So you got Elam that'll dress a little bit better, but for the most time, a lot of times you wouldn't even know they got all this wealth, you know, because they'll hide it, man, you know, loads of the time, man. Damn, they got a collab that's, well, a collab that came about, but I think it may have moved, you know. Not that I'm threatened by it, but yeah, it goes in two. So continuing on, it says, let me see, let me move this camera. We got this guy. So it says no, it says and it said, the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Okay, now it said, talked about lamenting, all right, which lament, go back to the Greek, which is kopto, which is just basically to bewail or lament or mourn. Okay, and loads of course, these different nations, like I said, they made so much more money off of this place, and when they see this place go down and stuff, they're gonna mourn in a way, like I said, howling, man, like, man, no, you know, because once this place fall, we of course rise. All right, the children of Israel, you know, so-called Latinos, the Americans, all right, you Israelite foreigners, we're gonna rise, you know, because we coming with Yahweh Shai. All right. You know, Yahweh, we going with Yahweh Shai. You know, Yahweh Shai, is our Redeemer. You know, and we're gonna be back in a state in which our, in a better state than from our beginnings, man. You know, because we're a holy people, a royal people. You know, a nation of kings and priests. You know, a spiritual people. You know, it's gonna be beautiful, man. And these nations, they're going to be, like I said, they're going to be very, very, very sad, man, to see this place fall. But we're happy. So, through the Spirit, like I say, when I hit this lesson, that dude done left. There's always a spirit that come about when you come in this damn forest, man. You know, he always moving about and stuff. But, this place is holy, man. I put up a blessing, man. I burn incense when I'm outside, man. By myself and stuff, and hey, it's even more sweeter, man, in nature. So I'm giving all praise and honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Hashem Kodash. I'm giving double honor to Apostle Elder Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. I'm out here, of course. Again, prophesying again. Hopefully you're edified. Shalom until the next time.